Are you looking to make someone a host or co-host in Zoom, but you're utilizing your tablet or maybe your cell phone? Well, this is really a follow-up to another video that I have, and I'll link above to how to make someone a co-host in Zoom, but that was all on your desktop or a laptop. And so I've heard you folks. I'm going to answer how to do it on your tablet or phone. Before we jump into it, I'm Logan Clements, freelance event producer, and I do want to remind you to like, subscribe, turn on that little notification bell so you get notified every single Monday when I drop new videos. And if you like more free content, I am the co-host of the Better Events podcast with fellow event pro Mary Davidson. We drop new episodes every single Wednesday. It's all about how you can learn to host, attend, and create better events. Mary and I love making it. Every week we dive even deeper into different topics. Some of those that I've touched on here in videos, but those episodes are closer to 30 minutes. So if you're looking for more in-depth content, I highly encourage you to listen wherever you listen to podcasts. Now we're talking about being a co-host in Zoom, and I dive into it more in that earlier video I mentioned, but the whole point of making someone a host or co-host is the host of the meeting has the most privileges in the meeting. They can see the most features, they can do the most functions. You can let people in from the waiting room. You can mute everybody if you need to. So this is something that's really helpful. And I highly encourage, when possible, if you're hosting an event in Zoom, to have at least somebody else as a co-host. The real part, and you know from my other videos, I love backup plans. But this is if you ever get kicked off as the host, as long as you have a co-host, the entire meeting won't end. It'll just kick host privileges to that person. So one of you had written in asking how you could do this on your tablet or phone, because one of the things with Zoom is the controls on our desktops look a little different than they do on your phone. So here we are in Zoom, and I've logged in on my desktop. I've also logged in on my phone. And so what you're going to see, and hi, you can see two of me now. What you'll see is you'll have to touch your screen, and that will have all of the controls appear here on the bottom of Zoom. So you can see your unmute, you can stop your video, you can start your video, participants, chat. So if you open my participant list, you'll see there's two people in this meeting. It looks like there's two of me. There's Logan iPhone, which is the host of this meeting. And then there's Logan Desktop. So that's my laptop. That's just so I can simulate having two people in this meeting. So I am currently the host of this meeting on my phone. And what I'm looking to do is add my desktop as a co-host. So what you can do after clicking that participant list, you want to hover and touch that person's name of who you want to make the host or co-host. So I'm clicking Logan Desktop, and up pops this other menu of you can ask them to unmute, I can ask to start video, I can chat them directly, I can also then make them a host or co-host. So here's where you can click make co-host. You'll see a lovely pop-up. Would you like to make them co-host? The answer is yes. And then there's a lovely little pop-up that says you've been assigned, the desktop has been assigned co-host. So again, you're not going to see that option when you're on mobile. Everything's a lot smaller. So I highly recommend whenever you're running an event, when possible, please use a desktop or a laptop because there's just more real estate. But if you're ever on your phone, one more time for you, you're going to click your screen so you see that little pop-up at the bottom of all the controls, and then you're going to go to the participant list, and then you're going to click the name of the person you want to make host or co-host, and now you can see I've already made them the co-host earlier, but I can still make them host, which this will then remove your host privileges because Zoom only allows one host, or I can remove their co-host privileges if I need. And just while we're here, I'll also point out that if you just scroll over and swipe to your left or your right, you'll then see more of the options here on your mobile. But once again, it's a much smaller device. And so I encourage you whenever you can to use your desktop. And that's how you can make someone a co-host when you're using your mobile tablet or your cell phone. Again, I was showing you on an iPhone, so it might look a little different on an Android, but it should be that same method of clicking on the participant list. And this hopefully will help you create and host better Zoom events. That brings me to the end of my video. I'm Logan Clements, freelance event producer. I drop new videos every single Monday about event production, event planning, Zoom, hybrid events, you name it. I'll see you in my next video. Bye.